Alright, this is a full moon reading for Leo. And it's the full moon in Gemini. I think it's the Beaver moon for November. So, mostly talks about duality and a few other things. So we have the Two of Pentacles as the first part of your dual nature. I know it's two sides. Isn't that Jekyll and Hyde-ish? Yeah, so we have the Two of Pentacles, which is balancing decisions, priorities, adapting to change, fearing the consequences of a new project, worry and embarrassments, looking into the infinite. So, there might be a lot of decisions that you're making. It could be a lot of life-changing things. It could be a lot of things that are just a lot to handle. And it might be a bit of a growing up sequence for you, or it could be a lesson learned. And then we have the second side of your dual nature, which is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is confusion, brutality, chaos, complete disaster, violence, and self-destructive behavior. Obstacles and infidelity, tyranny, and embarrassment. So, there might have been a point where you kind of, like Pinky and the Brain being the one that was kind of insane and wanting to take over the world. That could have been you, actually. So, just be careful. I feel like it's a learning experience for you where you might be maturing at a faster rate than you expected. So you're kind of on a soul journey, either spiritual, maybe some shadow work, maybe some light work, maybe some healing. But yeah, you're kind of working on yourself. I feel that energy, which is kind of like impact, kind of repairs. So spiritual impact. Anyway, we have what direction can you expand? The Fool. The Fool is innocence, new beginnings, free spirits, everything foolish in all its forms, lack of careful thinking, disregard of consequences, mania, and access. So this could just be a point where you're kind of doing other things, but with the same type of results, which potentially is going to lead you back to where you were around the same time next year, probably. But yeah, you kind of have to learn your lesson at some point, because I feel like this is going to be like really destructive to the point where you might be disabled or you might not be able to walk again. I feel that kind of like force. I think it's a warning. I don't think it's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna cheat death again. I think death is kind of just gonna be there and ready to swipe. You kind of have to watch yourself in the next year. It doesn't seem very good. So be careful, you know. I'm gonna say this now. It's not gonna be good. Anyway, an opportunity that is in store for you. We have the Hierophant, which is usually authority, or government, or, you know, spirituality. So, tradition, conformity, morality, ethics. The wise one with religious, spiritual leader, mercy and goodness. Someone to admire and to look for help. Sticking with ideas that don't work. Ritualism, reserve, and introspective. Otherworldly philosophy, alignment with good and bad without proper balance. So this could be just you kind of just doing the same thing. But it's gonna reap the same result, is what it says. So it doesn't matter what you do, it's gonna have the same result. So it's gonna be a very interesting year ahead. Anyway, Leo, if you like this reading, leave a like. If you like what I'm doing on here, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas for my next video, leave them in the comment section below, and I will read those. But yeah, with this full moon, it mostly talked about duality, dual nature. So, like, I feel like there's good intention to juggle things, and then there's just kind of thinking, like, more like you have to be the center of attention, the awesome one, the I'm gonna do this first kind of thing. You don't always have to be, but again, I understand, Leo, you have to be the center of attention, some degree. But, try to, like, find out why you have, like, an intense need to be the center of attention. It might be a little bit too much at times. It's kind of to the point of manic, which is not good. It could be very out of control behavior, a very self-destructive, which is kind of worrisome actually, because you could bring somebody else into the fray. So just be careful. That's all I have to say about that. Alright, Leo, just be careful. Anyway, I will see you in the next reading, and I wish you all the best. Alright, bye now.